I was unemployed in New York, and it's really hard to be unemployed in New York, but there's some things that you don't realize that are good about it. One of them is that every day feels like Saturday. Like, no one fucking tells you that. But you're unemployed, so you can't do anything. So it's a stay home, and so it's really more like Jewish Saturday. You know? Sucks. I like 90s movies a lot. You guys like 90s movies? Yeah. Well, I recently rewatched a great fucking movie called Cool Runnings. You guys seen that amazing film? Okay, so I can like quote that movie by heart. But I recently rewatched it and I noticed some things about it. They never talked about race in that film, really, like at all. They never referred to anyone by any race whatsoever. They would always use these euphemisms. Like, for example, to refer to all black people in the movie, they called everyone new to bobsledding. So, like, for example, like there's Doris, the main character. Like, he says to Sanka, he's like, "The Swiss, they're never going to accept us because we're new to bobsledding." So, you know, I've started using that euphemism in my everyday life. You know, like my sister, she's got a new boyfriend, and you know, he's new to bobsledding. That explains why he doesn't fit in on the ski trips, I guess. You know, right? He's athletic. He'll figure it out. Alan always turns for people. Alan's the one. And someone's like, "Oh no, I don't like this anymore." Stop that. Here I am. I have a dad, and my dad, go ahead and laugh at that fucking joke. Go ahead, you fools! You ignorant fools. Alright, my dad's like super fucking athletic, like really fucking built, but he still looks like an old Jewish man up here. You know what I mean? Like, he's got like Allen Iverson's body with Woody Allen's head. You know what I mean? And like, I don't know whether to be, okay, so I don't know, this might be politically incorrect, but like, old Jewish men all turn into clowns and goblins up here. All of them, they're like, do non-Jews, okay, have this happen? But like, with Jewish men, particularly, their ears and their noses grow longer. And I know that's like a Harry Potter banker or whatever, and like, fuck all of you. But like, it's weird, and I don't get it. It's a little bit real, okay? And so, anyway, it's just confusing. I was just thinking that song, Pave Paradise, put up a parking lot, you know that song? Who wrote that? Who wrote that song? Whoa, I thought it was Counting Crows. Wasn't it Counting Crows who wrote that song? Pave Paradise, bop, 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 bop. I'm sick of the trees. Was it Joni Mitchell? Was it Joni Mitchell? Or was it like the trusted Counting Crows, the good old Counting Crows? Who wrote that song? Was it the notorious Joni Mitchell who wrote that song, or like the good old boys Counting Crows? I think it might have been Counting Crows. You know, like, because they wrote that song all the way back in 2004. You know, like, it was the Counting Crows, right? Who wrote that song? Hey, Paradise. Bop, bop, bop. Was it like notorious music thief Joni Mitchell, or was it my dad's best friend Counting Crows? Was it like an uncle to me Counting Crows in 2004, or Joni Mitchell in 1970? I think it was the Counting Crows. I didn't know it was the Counting Crows. Let's see. My mom growing up, my mom actually was a writer growing up, and you know, naturally that means that she raised me in the third person. So like for example, like my mom never walked in on me masturbating to porn. You know, that old trope. Am I talking about? That old thing. The old wank and walk, you know, whatever moms do in some TV shows. It's not all. So she never did that to me, but actually instead, Anne folded the laundry and returned to David's room, opening it only to discover a Kafkaesque cacophony of libidinal lust. David, humiliated and shamed, removed himself and his face underneath the covers, and Anne, shocked, absorbed, and noticed that David had on interracial porn, which was also what his father, Tom, also watched interracial porn, a sign of continuity and growth throughout the generations. So like, being the son of a writer's weird. Goofy shit. A lot about yourself and a thesaurus. My name is David Bradley Isenberg, and my name actually, in case you guys are worried about anything, my name specializes in asbestos litigation. So if you or a loved one suffer from mesothelioma, call David Bradley Isenberg. You may have a claim. I grew up in the Midwest. Anyone clap for the Midwest? Anyone? Yeah. I don't know. This is not Midwest. This is just. People like often ask me what the Midwestern accent is. If you want to know what it is, just say anything with less confidence. Just don't like. Oh, sorry. Oh, of course. Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Ow. You know, like all that. That's a fucking. Like, just don't believe in your convictions, and you're from Iowa. That's pretty much all you need to do. No, I've lived in New York for a while now, so I feel like I'm split a little bit, you know. And whenever I'm nervous about whether I'm being New Yorker enough, I always there's a New Yorker voice in my head, and that person is Dolly Parton. And look, I know Dolly Parton is not from New York, okay? I get it. But she exudes the confidence of a New Yorker. She's got it. She's got moxie, as they say. I'm still learning that word. I don't speak East Coast. And so so whenever I'm trying to decide, am I going to do something confidence? Am I going to get on this crowded subway? You know, I just hear Dolly in my head say, well, a peacock who hides its feathers is just another turkey. Get on that subway, dollface! That's what I do. All right, I think that's all the things that I have to say. Hey, look,